You promised me, never lie to me. I think it could be you.
Linda Lim presents Could Be You TV.
I just want to say I support that.
Thank
Keep
you.
hustling, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. I support that in any way, shape, or form. You know,
Well, I'm the naked cowboy. It could be you, TV. I'm the naked cowboy. Look at my boobies.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Or hers.
Hello there, my friends.
Hello.
We're nice and calm and actually ready for you people today. I'm so glad you could join us. Moi, Linda Lynn, and
Miss Chrissy.
tonight, Linda Lynn presents Could Be You TV. Thank you all for joining us tonight. For all of you that don't know about Could Be You TV and are new to tuning in, just know that Could Be You TV is on weekly every Tuesday, 9 p.m. and on Strong Island TV or Could Be You TV as you are now. And as you know, Could Be You TV is something we love to do. It's a platform we're offering for everyone who is an artist, who is an entrepreneur, anybody who has a story, an inspirational story. We're here. We talk. We're girls, because that's what we like to do. And we just make it fun and entertaining. So every week, we're switching it up. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned, because Could Be You TV is in full effect. Hi, Chrissy.
What up?
Was that good? Was that like a good introduction
It was
to
a
the
very
show?
good intro. You know what? I'm so proud of you. This is like your baby that's just getting
It
bigger.
is, it is. And it's just nice to let people know.
Why do
that,
people gotta call in the middle of Could Be You TV? Millie, you're gonna have to wait. It's a bad time.
Yes, Millie, this is the showtime, but I have to let them know, because a lot of people, they just tune in and they don't really understand or know or realize. Or, in the beginning when we started doing the show, we had, because we started out as a platform, I would say, to support the indie artists.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of artists would come in and just showcase the stuff. And it was just like, yeah, everyone, was welcome, because that's what we do. We're artists. And I'm an artist that loves to support, and I get a lot of questions asked, and they actually inspired me to want to create the show. It was just like basically for them. It wasn't really for me, because what I'm going to, talk to myself. It was just more or less to expose them and to be able to give them an avenue, to showcase their stuff. But as we went along, we just started to meet new people and networking, and it just opened up to more avenues, more connections. So we just don't limit it to just musical artists. It's basically any type of artist. Any
Or
type
business.
of businesses,
Entrepreneur.
entrepreneurs, anybody that's just trying to,
Showcase.
yeah, so we just don't limit it to just music, but that is our forte, and we love it, and we definitely, have a
Well,
lot
it
of
could be
musical.
you. You could be the next big nurse, Laura.
It could be
doctor.
Yes, it could be exactly. So
Shoot.
that is what
You could
the
be
name
the
is about.
next
Could be
big
UTV. It is
House painter, college hunk. You never know.
college hunks, huh?
I don't know what made me think of that. We were talking about moving today.
Because
and
that's what always
I
comes
was
to
thinking,
Chrissy's mind.
if I ever had to move again, I think I'd probably have to call them, because I don't have my dad won't help me anymore. He says I'd move way too much and he's getting too old. So thanks, Dad. Love you for all those times.
Hi, Dad.
But no, we were talking about that. I was just saying, it could be anything. It could be, we have a great guest with us tonight. She's a spiritual poet, an artist. I mean, we've had her on the show before.
Yes,
and
I love her
obviously-
spoken words.
Obviously, we love her, so
absolutely.
we're happy to have her back as well. So, anything anybody wants to bring on the show, anything new, anything different, or even if you're, doing something that a lot of people are doing. I mean, listen, there's a lot of singers, there's a lot of talent out there. So
Absolutely.
we just want you to be able to showcase yourself, and
We just want to bring you entertainment, okay? We
Yes,
just want
yes.
from the bottom of our hearts.
that's right.
We just want to make it
The bottom of my
entertaining.
black heart.
Yes.
I feel very dark today.
Like
I just
goth?
got my
Are you
hair
like goth?
Well, I had gotten my hair colored before the last time I came, but I got it done again because it was getting lighter. My hair gets light really quickly. I was in Texas.
no
last
matter
week.
how dark you say your hair is, your hair really never looks dark.
Really? Because I feel like, compared to what it used to look like, it looks pretty dark.
It's like it like each week you say it's dark, but then it gets lighter and lighter and
I
it
know.
goes back,
But no, I just came from a hair appointment, so shout out to my girl Jessie, and she is with the House of Hair in Syosset. If you guys are local, check it out. But yeah, I have my black shirt on. I got my dark hair. I just feel like I look very gothic, but I am kind of like that dark, like.
Yeah.
Every time I take a picture or anything, I'm always like, I'm wearing black. I'm always in black.
Says something about your soul.
Well, I mean,
And well, I
used
guess
to
we're
just
gonna,
cover
we're gonna
really
get
well.
into it later on,
it just
when-
covers really well. But now I don't really need the covering because been working on my stuff, so I could.
Well, with that being said, I have to give a big, big shout out to Tiana. Okay, for those of you that don't know who Tiana is, she is my beautiful, gorgeous daughter.
Tiana.
So she is, working out, and she's done at Bangs. Let's give out Bangs a shout out to. Bangs is an amazing hair salon, beauty salon, a spa, and she's been working there. So congratulations to her. But over the weekend as well, so I have to also give a big birthday shout out to Angelina. Angelina, I've known since she could barely walk. So this is going back 15 years, I guess. And for her birthday, her mom decided that she's gonna surprise her with a meet and greet for Ariana Grande.
Oh, is that what that was? Because I saw the picture and I was like,
okay,
are they
so
friends?
yes, so
She
that is our
artist?
friends. It's a family
Wow.
friend, and Tiana did her makeup for her birthday. And so when she actually met Ariana, she said that Ariana was like, "Oh my God, who did your makeup? I love it."
Wow, that's
Like,
great.
yes,
Props
so-
to Tiana. Wow,
Absolutely,
Girl.
so-
Not even in the game that long, and she's already getting compliments from
absolutely.
celebs.
From celebrities, yeah.
Good for her, good
Absolutely.
for her.
So I just had to put that out, because
Huge.
that's
Well,
like huge, absolutely. So I
Shout
hope
out to Tiana. I'm very
continue
happy.
with much more success, and I hope she has many more of that. And so
And
we
she
also
will.
yeah, we also have to shout out Loretta.
Loretta, darling.
Yeah, we're hoping, Miss Loretta is living the life right now. She's on tour. She has a gig, out in, I don't know, somewhere in Miami. So she's out taking a flight. So
Rough life.
yeah, Loretta, have fun.
We're quite the jet setters around here.
Yeah, yeah. So we wish you best luck, and we hope to see you soon. We'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
But so how was your weekend? Let's talk about the weekend, because we always have exciting things going on in the weekend.
Well, of course it was St. Patrick's Day, and
And hence that's why I'm a little late. But
are you wearing green? Oh,
I'm wearing
yeah, look at you,
green.
little green on. Look at
Yes.
you, little leprechaun. You little sexy leprechaun.
Well, I had to. Well, it was just Sunday, so I figured, I didn't get a chance to really wear green, I guess. And I had this in the closet, and I just kind of
I
like.
should have worn. I look good in green. Green is my color.
Is
but,
it? Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you should have known to wear green today then.
Well,
Miss.
I was running around. I just kind of like stayed in something that I knew would fit. I didn't have time to plan an outfit, so whatever. You only see this part of me anyway. Okay. But anyway, so I'm a quarter Irish from my mom's side. So shout out to my mom. Love
Shout
you.
out, Mama.
She had always, growing up, made corned beef and cabbage, and she like food dye our cereal and our drinks, and it was just like a tradition in my family to always celebrate the day. And then as I got older, it became a binge drinking holiday.
Oh, of course.
So,
let's just
all
make
the
that excuse now.
festivals, all the festivals. I mean, now listen, we're in Long Island. If you're not watching, if you are watching, you're not from Long Island. One thing you should know about Long Island is we are small, but we are mighty. And every town on Long Island, the whole month
I
of
know,
March has a different parade, and all the bars, they have it's just like a sea of green and drunk people. So
Wait, didn't I just post a meme not too long ago that said, okay, now St. Patrick's Day is over, we can
go back to
being another nationality, like when Cinco de Mayo comes.
The
we will
Cinco
be
de Mayo,
mentioned.
yeah, it's coming up.
So now everyone is,
Olé.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm very listen, I'm very open to celebrating anything, any tradition, any ethnicity or holiday. Like, I just like to enjoy myself with friends and, like, you know, go out and have a good time. So, you know, I went out. I felt a little old compared to a lot of the people that were going out on a Saturday night celebrating St. Patty's Day.
Oh, stop it.
But I fit in
thought-
pretty good because I had to turn down a bunch of 21-year-olds. So
Ooh, that must have felt good. Mhm.
yeah, no, I mean, it's okay. It doesn't really do anything for me, but it's funny because they're like, oh no, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. I was like, no, it matters to me. Sorry, honey.
Yeah.
Good
well,
luck.
yeah.
By the way, your eyes are crossed. I think it's time to go. Yeah,
Jeez,
they get
you're
bummed.
hard.
No, I'm real. I'm real.
Yeah, well.
But no, it's a good time. I mean, it's fun, and you know, there's no like fighting. Everybody's just like the music, you know, whatever music's playing in the bar or wherever you are. It's just like everybody's singing along to it and having a good time. So it's a good time. I love St. Patty's Day. Enjoyed it. Now we're ready for Cinco de Mayo. So bring on the margaritas.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, yeah. Oh my God, I had a wonderful weekend. I actually went to visit my sis in Massachusetts. It was a nice drive because I didn't have to drive.
Good. you got to
Usually I
relax.
drive.
Yeah, you drive a lot.
Usually I drive, but
I'm the same
thankfully
way.
I have my brother with me, so I got to. Oh yeah, by the way, Fabian, you need a haircut. Okay.
Oh, we're Fabian. We had this talk. We teared him apart the other day.
Yes. So if you're watching, yeah, we're gonna bring you in for a makeover show. So hold on tight, okay? Because we're coming for you.
We're gonna find you a sexy lady.
Zing.
And it starts with the haircut. Yes.
Yes. So, but he loves to drive actually. So we had a nice, you know, ride.
Little road trip.
Yeah, a little road trip. It was a beautiful day. We left really early. I got to sleep because I think that's one of the best hobbies that I like to do is sleep. And I was with my family, my you know, and we don't see each. We should see each other more often, but I don't know. We get caught up with
That's
daily
tough.
stuff. But I had a great time. I actually went to church on Sunday.
Did the place burn down when you walked in?
No, I felt it shook a little bit. You know, it kind of like, wait, like, you know, it was trying, but I was like, you know, I'll hold my own. you
Did
know
the
what I'm
organ pipes go dun 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 dun?
I heard a slight, but you know, but needless to say, I made it. I was a good girl. It was a nice, you know, enlightening, and just to be there. And you know,
yeah.
once in a while, I'm not
a
a
while.
church goer,
Same.
goer like that, regular on the
Church
regular.
goer.
But you know, right, I'm not a church goer. But you know, I have to say, and I have to shout out Bobby and his studio here at Paradise Studios for anyone who's looking for amazing trinkets and gifts ideas, any religious artifacts. You know, I picked this one up, and I got it blessed by
Love
the
it.
priest, and I was so happy. I felt like a little girl. I just, you know. So anyone, you know, can come by the shop and check out his display of a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I would.
Incense, vapes, you know, little beads, crosses,
Yeah.
candles. He's got a lot. He's got a great little
I
shop
go broke
here, so.
actually when I go there because I like everything, you know, and so and actually.
You could buy me a gift. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
By the
When
way,
you deserve it.
By the way,
It will burn. If I get you anything with a cross, it'll burn. It'll make burn marks on you.
I have a cross on my leg.
Well, that's permanent, and no wonder you're always limping.
Ah, zing. So, by the way, just to let everybody know, I attempted my first Zumba class yesterday. Was it your first too?
Yeah.
Well, you're just Latin and you have it in your blood. She was just like,
Yeah. Well.
like so effortless. Me, I'm like trying to keep up. I'm like, I gotta get this
Well,
move down.
yeah,
I
but
gotta
that
get
is
the
so
move.
funny because I was watching a couple of people around you, and everybody looked like it was struggling to. Meanwhile,
I wasn't struggling. I did good.
No, not struggling in that sense. I'm just saying as far as move-wise, I guess, because it's Latin-derived music, Zumba. So yes, I felt like it was effortlessly
Everybody
done.
was so
you know,
white. I
swaying,
was like,
swaying my
we're so
hips, you know.
white.
But I could see, you know, the trying to keep up type of thing. And even though it's my first time, you know, what I like is stamina. Oh my God, for those of you know that don't know, I have a April 6th I have a huge show.
That's right.
I'm opening up for the for freestyle music for those of you that know. And for those of you that don't, I'm not even going to go into it. Yeah, there you go. So I'm coming in big, and I got to step up my game, and I don't want to be out there out of breath. So yes, I'm getting into it right now. So
Had to do background for you.
that was amazing. I hope they got that out there. All right. But anyway, so I had a wonderful weekend, and
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, listen, we have lots of goodies coming up. We have a great guest that she's going to come in a little while, and it's going to enlighten you. And we're just going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to come back with Spill the Tea. So hang on tight.
Sip, sip.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica, un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
Spill the tea, darling.
Spill the tea, darling. I try to do Loretta, and this is for Loretta. Thank you. In honor of her, we have Spill the Tea.
All right, so I'm going to pour some hot water.
This is tea time. We're going to try to do it Loretta's way.
It better be decaf because Kristen's got to go to bed soon. I'm just kidding.
But thank you, Loretta. Thank you for this lovely set.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, absolutely.
Cute little teapot.
Yeah.
So spill the tea. You know, basically, if you know, spilling the tea is basically gossiping and talking about what's going on.
In a proper, very ladylike way.
In a very ladylike way. So you think, doing it over tea instead of booze is
yes.
better. I beg to differ.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what's in this tea.
I like both. I could use a little milk.
Listen, we don't get that techno. Tea
I'm going to burn my mouth.
First of all, tea is supposed to be pure, okay? We're not supposed to be adding milk and all, because that's what the antioxidants
So
do.
cheers.
Cheers. Okay. She did say we don't have to look each other in the eyes because it's not
only
booze.
is it only with champagne?
Loretta, if you want to call us in and see if we're doing this right.
I promise you that'll never happen with me.
Delish.
I'm
Absolutely.
ready. Are we ready to spill the tea?
Yeah. So what's going on in the world?
First, I just couldn't wait to mention that, I've always been a big fan of the Jersey Shore. I always loved.
Have you really?
Yeah, I don't know. It just at first when it first came out, I was like, what the hell is this? This is BS. But it turned out to be really entertaining, and I fell in love with the characters. Obviously like Paulie D, hot Guido.
Really?
I don't like Guidos. I'm not into Guidos or juice heads
Is
or meat
there
heads.
such a word still? Like
Yes.
they still exist?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And please, I don't like any of you. But go Guido.
I thought it was something like
Guido.
the 90s or 80s.
But he's the only one. So Paulie D and Vinny from Jersey Shore, which I'm sure you know them from a lot of other things because since the show has ended, they've done plenty of other shows and appearances. I mean, DJ Paulie D is a big DJ now, and he's traveling the world.
That's for sure.
So they're doing a show now. It's a reality dating show called Double Shot at Love with Paulie and Vinny, and they're doing the show together.
Is that like new now?
It's new. It's coming out. It didn't start yet.
Oh, okay.
So it's
'Cause I-
starting soon on MTV.
And
Which,
they're- and
oh my
they're
God, I
the-
still watch MTV.
and
Big deal.
And they're the ones that are actually giving.
So they're on the show. Do you remember Shot at Love with Flavor of Love? Remember Flavor of Love?
Yes, of course.
And A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila. So now they're doing it with Paulie and Vinny from the Jersey
Okay.
Shore, and they're doing it together. So they're
Okay.
gonna pick girls. Like, the only thing I don't understand what's gonna happen with this show is. It's like one of them gonna like a girl, and then he's gonna be like, you know what, I'm not interested. And then
But
he's
it's
gonna
not
trade
a
her off to the other one because that would be horrible.
That doesn't sound.
How do
I
you
don't
meet
know.
wifey material? I don't think they're gonna meet their future wife, but they're probably just gonna
I
have
don't
a good
know.
time.
I think that's just another gimmick for a show.
But the funny thing is, so Paulie's like almost, I think, 40. I think he might be 40 years, almost 40. And Vinny's only like a couple years younger than him. So they're getting, into their late 30s now. Later in life, they're still
Are
single.
we gonna watch a more mature Jersey Shore?
Well,
or
that's
is
what I'm
it-
saying. They're saying they're actually, from what I understand, is they're really looking for like their future wives. But how do you do a show
On
like this?
TV,
Yeah.
huh?
How do you
Again.
really do a show like this and meet your? And I saw the lineup of girls, and I'm not one to be mean or poke fun or hate, but a lot of them just looked to me like they weren't even the kind of girls that, like, if you went to a club where Paulie D and Vinny were at, they would never give the time of day.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they're going to be on this show. And
Well,
like,
remember, it is a show they're trying to create.
it is
so.
a show. I mean, like, I was thinking to myself, hey, maybe I could have joined the cast and just, like, shot my stardom up a little bit by being on it. But I don't really care. I don't-
Jersey Shore, here we come.
yeah, so that being said, double shot at love with Paulie D and Vinny. That should be
Okay.
entertaining. They're funny dudes, so I can't see that not being a fun time.
Alrighty.
Another thing that went on just recently in the news: the Hollywood parents.
OMG, how embarrassing that is. I feel so embarrassed, especially.
So bad for the kids. I don't
Well,
even
not
feel
only-
bad for the parents. I feel more bad for the kids. Because they're the ones, they're young.
Yeah, but you
They're
know what?
just
Then again,
starting-
wouldn't they know that they don't have the grades to make it, and don't they question themselves? I mean, we're not talking about little grade school. We're talking about high school and whatever, college or whatever it is. Like, wouldn't they know that? No, Mom,
Yeah.
Dad, I'm not smart enough for this.
Yeah,
How
but-
are we pulling through?
But the thing is about that is I'm not condoning what happened, but I do feel in a way for the fact that their lives are so public that this really is something that can be detrimental to these young people for the rest of their life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, their parents making the mistake of doing it is one thing. I feel that the students or the children, they're young still. They're just starting their life out. And look, I mean, how many people did they say got arrested for this? 50-something people?
A lot,
But the
yeah.
only people that you're hearing about
It's
are
the famous
Lori
one.
Loughlin
Yeah,
from
the
Full
famous
House's
one.
daughter and
Of course,
Felicity
because they're
Huffman.
probably, the most recognized and known. It's like,
Exactly.
what?
I mean, listen, the whole thing is bizarre and it's ridiculous and it's not fair. But I hate to say it, but in this society, it's not uncommon that this happens. But the fact that it's such a public thing when you're a celebrity, it's really, I feel bad for the kids. I do. I don't want to think somebody's going to have a hard time the rest of their life because of something like this.
Yeah.
Being so public and all the hate that they're getting, all the hate mail. So
the whole thing to this is kids, just study.
study and do well. If
and
not,
just
be a stripper.
work hard for what like
Cardi B, another spill the tea story that we have, guys. So Cardi B is actually going to be making her movie debut with J-Lo. Also,
That
Keke
is-
Palmer, Lily Reinhart, and Julia Stiles.
wow, that is a combination. I saw so many memes about that and a lot of like commercial. I had no clue what that was about. I thought it was just, I don't know.
You thought it was a joke? Well, because she
I don't
was
think
a
it was
stripper.
a joke. I thought it was just somebody playing to remake. I don't know.
So they're doing like basically it's not like a true life story, but they're basing it off of an article that came out in the New York Times years ago where this ring of strippers would they would con their clients. So like they're conning these male
Really?
clients that, I mean, like, it doesn't happen. But
Really?
yeah, so I don't know what the movie's going to be about. I can't talk today. But J-Lo's going to be basically like the ringleader,
The
of
madame.
course. Who else could do it better than J-Lo? Nobody. But yeah,
Fierce.
they're going to start filming in New York City. And so
I need to be an extra. I want to be in that
Me
movie.
too.
So does anybody have any connections to this? I want to be an extra. I don't care if I am the.
I'll learn how to do polls.
I'll be the crackhead
I
prostitute
don't
on
care.
the corner.
I'll be Crackhead.
Yeah, well, isn't that how Halle Berry began? Didn't she know her stardom like that?
Oh.
Anything to get started. So okay.
Linda, well, can we give her anything other than the crackhead prostitute on the corner?
Hey,
gig?
you never know.
You
I might
never
be like
know.
really good at it.
Yeah,
but
I'd love to. Listen, you don't even have to pay us. We'll just be in the movie.
yeah,
But I think that would be a really good film to watch. And props to Cardi B. I mean, she's made a really big name for herself in the past year. I mean,
Yeah.
alone. So we'll see what she can do.
absolutely. You know,
We'll see
and
what
with
she
that
can do on
being
film.
with that being said, you know, everybody being conning and you know all these things going on, you know, we do have a guest, a pretty cool guest tonight that maybe she can give them some enlightening on how to zen themselves and maybe choose a different profession.
That's
I
right.
guess. I don't
That's
know.
right.
But we're gonna also once again take a brief commercial because when we come back, we're gonna go straight into our amazing guest, Empress Isabel. I love that. Yes, that sounds so like.
She's so sexy.
So like
you have to
sensual.
follow her. But we will have her
Absolutely.
on. You could find out all about her.
Yeah, so when we come back, we're gonna go quick into one of her videos so you can see a little bit of what she's about, and then you're gonna meet her. We'll see you in a few.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica, un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us again. And guess who we have here? The lovely Empress Isabel. Thank you for joining. Oh my God. I'm so glad you're here with us tonight because since last time that you were here, I know a lot more things have been happening.
Yeah,
You've been doing so many great things. And, you know, I have to say that I've been connecting at that level and I need a little bit more guidance. So please let us know what's going on with you.
Okay, first things first. I have a special gift for you guys, but it's in my pocket.
Oh, I love
wanna
gifts. For those
hide
of you
it.
who don't know, I love gifts.
Okay, so my
hope it's not a
website
cross, I might burn
is,
up.
No, my website is launching in 2 days.
Her website is launching in 2 days.
It's gonna be
Amazing. I love it.
empressisabel.com.
I
These are opalite. Yeah, these are opalite.
I love opal.
Pendants.
It's
Oh
like my
my
favorite. Did you know it's
God.
like my favorite thing?
It's my favorite, actually.
Did you
too.
know? Oh my God, I'm
I had
putting it
no
on right now.
idea, but I was like, you know what?
You know
I'm
what?
gonna bring gifts.
I love it.
We have to
Yeah, bring
introduce
presents.
you to our last guest that was here. Her name is Nancy Rouse. I don't know if you saw her show.
looks so good.
She's an amazing artist, and she also had most amazing gift that is similar to this because she's on your same level with this whole spiritual and you know the meaning of life and what does one thing mean. And I love when I can connect people, and I would love, we all need to get
would be
together,
great.
Nancy. I
Yeah,
hope you're
absolutely.
watching. Isabel is amazing, so continue. Go ahead.
So essentially, what I do is I help people, and what I've wanted to do since I was a child was help people. I've
In
always
what
been
sense? Help, and what do you mean help?
I help people find answers to questions essentially, and I help them find their purpose, and I connect them back with their soul.
Okay.
So everybody in the world is
You need
born with
like
a
a half
purpose.
a day with me.
I got you. Everybody in the world is born with a purpose. So we all fall off our path sometimes. Everybody does. It's completely natural. It's completely normal. And the thing is, no matter how much wealth you acquire, no matter how many friends you have, no matter how many parties you go to, you may not be able, you're just going to feel empty, and you're going to spend time wondering why. So essentially what I do is I help people get back on track. I do channel. I've channeled since I was a child, and nobody knew that. And I started developing it more, and the more I started to tap in, the more I've been able to help people. So I would have never known, going all the way from my poetry, starting there. I actually have an event coming up next week, Women's Empowerment, a Women's Empowerment event.
Yes, that is awesome.
I'll be performing some poetry and selling some products.
We definitely need to let the audience know.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have the flyer. I didn't even read the flyer, so everyone's going to have to check out my
But you
page
know
when I
what?
post it.
For those of us that don't know, when you do your spoken words, do we have a video clip so we can give our audience a little taste of what is that Empress Isabel does? Anyone is fine.
The shaman has arrived. Feminine herbs elevate his soul. The awakening, beckoning, walking upon clouds. Finally knowing freedom. He elevates. Cosmic consciousness, orgasm, awakening, embodying the light of the pulsating vibrations, oscillating manifestations. I am that I am. Third, then as a felt, so form.
Wow,
She does it all.
wow.
Yeah, I'm creative.
So
it's just
I
part of
love
life.
it.
dope.
That was, yes,
I'm
absolutely
glad
very,
you guys enjoyed it.
very great.
Yeah.
So tell us where.
So the concept,
Yeah, the concept
a
and-
lot of you know, the poetry and the art that I do, it really comes from my soul. So editing for me is magical. Editing for me is like, it's like synchronicities. It's like when people see 1111 or 444 or whatever. That's what editing feels like. It feels like a flow for me. So I don't think when I'm doing it, I just do it.
Okay.
And it comes to be that, like,
yeah,
it's
everything
because
just
I think
falls in
about
place.
how do you put, like, because for me, like, I'm so, like, so I write, but like when I write, I have to be so precise on what I'm writing so that it makes sense. But it's like when you do what you do, it may not make sense, like in words,
Right.
but as you're saying it with the music and with the visual and the way that it's put together, like, I just felt like you just like blew my mind. Like like in the
glad
2
you
seconds,
enjoyed
it was
it.
like you blew my mind. I'm very
really happy
intrigued.
about that.
Absolutely, great job.
Now, even when you're writing, see, the thing is, it's not trying to be perfect.
Exactly.
The thing is to just let it flow out of you.
I was always like the rhymer.
Perfection.
You know, everything was like
The-
rhyming.
Perfectionism is a form of actually having like self-esteem issues. So there may be an area in your life. It doesn't mean you're walking around, you know, with self-esteem issues, but there may be an area in your life where you're having that issue, and it's coming through by trying to be a perfectionist. It's not about being perfect, it's about getting it done.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, that's something that's been big. Yeah, so I mean, I've been helping a lot of clients. My business has been taking off. And I really started by doing these dream decodings with a girlfriend of mine.
We
I
definitely.
have a dream.
how
After
it
the show,
started.
I will have to ask you because
Okay.
it's been messing me up for the past 2 days.
Yeah, I started with those. Then I did tarot card readings, and now I basically do consultations because I don't need the tools anymore. Everything
great.
comes directly to me. It takes time to cultivate your gifts, but everybody has a gift.
You know, funny you should say that because I also want to give a big shout out to the crystal. I'm trying to. The name is like on the tip of my tongue. This
can't read
crystal
minds.
place I went to for these stones. It's in
them out.
Huntington.
Take them out of the bag.
Well, I'm trying to, but
We'll just throw them down on the table.
Just throw them down, they're gonna all crack.
yeah.
Well, not throw them. But
So I love this place because, you know, it's a cute little place, you know, by itself on the block, and somebody had, you know, recommended me because I wanted to like kind of stage my my home,
I
you
do
know,
a lot of saging.
and because you know some eerie stuff, and I just felt icky and things
need
that
you to
were
come
not
to my
right.
place.
So you know, you go to this place and you actually I guess you just pick what you like, but then when you come bring it to her, she actually describes to you what why you gravitated towards them and the meaning of them. And when as she's talking, it's just like she's like, I'm really being enlightening and I'm being so interested in this whole concept, you know, like I'm not like I believe in God but I'm not like say a religious person.
And a lot of people now aren't. A lot of people are coming to a space that I feel like there's just like this rise in consciousness. It's almost like a renaissance of people just finding their own spiritual path. Mm-hmm. It's not about judging anyone. It's not about
exactly.
saying,
It's all about energy.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's path is different.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
like I'm
is that everybody's
spiritual.
path-
I grew up with my sacraments, you know, baptism
yeah.
and all that. And I still do believe in things that I've learned. And to be honest, like you know, my grandparents would hate if they heard me say this, but they're not here anymore. I never paid attention in religion because I don't know if maybe I just
didn't either. I
didn't
actually
realize,
walked out.
like I didn't think that I believed it, or
Right.
I just didn't feel like connected to it. So for me, it was like I'm getting through it to get through it because this is what we do in my family.
Right.
And I actually was kicked out of religion and had to go to a homeschooling religion class because it wasn't for me. It just
Right.
wasn't for me. And
Right.
even now as I'm older, and I've been through a lot of things in my own life, but like I think now I just have a sense of awareness. Like I believe in spirit. I believe in spirituality. I believe there is a higher power. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say you're right or you're wrong about. I believe everybody, when it comes to religion, we all have that same common ground, that there's a higher power.
Right.
But everybody
believes
it in
differently.
a different way.
Well, even when you start to study ancient texts and when you start to study the root of where a lot of religions actually come from, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same stories
The
being
root of it.
told over and over again. Now, the issue with our society right now, and what happens with anything, is that everything is in a time cycle. So you have an ebb and flow. So essentially what's going on is that we went through a time of things being very patriarchal, where women like us were very oppressed. The religion reflected that. Now you're going through a time where it's actually reversing, and it's becoming very matriarchal. And now women like us, we're in our power.
We're in power.
Which is great.
For sure.
But see, the whole thing is it's not about one being better than the other.
Right.
It's about balancing those energies out. Because you have both within
Yeah,
you.
you see that to me, this whole thing, and even the tarot card reading, like I'm so interested in learning
You know
and
what's
wanting to,
interesting?
you know,
Everyone,
like.
people who don't know about tarot card readings, they're like, are you going to tell me my future?
Right.
No, I can't tell you your future. You know why? Because you write your future for yourself.
Right, the cards can change.
It's called free will. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
What it is that I'm showing you the energies of where you are right now, and I'm showing you the best steps to get to where you want to be.
Right.
And there's a lot of emotional healing that goes on.
Right.
I've had 3 of my clients last week literally in tears, and thanking me, and I feel very grateful every time that I help someone. Every time that I know that what I'm doing is impactful and it's big, and it maybe seems silly to other people, but this is my dream.
Yeah, I find it fascinating.
Yeah.
And, you know, this whole past weekend and week, I've been just surrounded by, you know, the whole spiritual and energy, and even being in church this weekend and God, you know, I don't like kind of separate it. Oh, that's that. Like I find it like it's all one thing. You know, like I'll have, you know, the bracelet, you know, with that I feel in the spiritual sense, and then I have the rosary, which makes me connected to, you know, God, and because it was blessed by the priest, you know. So I mean, I try to stay in touch and try to, you know, learn how to Zen, you know, and
That's
be more.
That's the way to be. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, that's a very
I have
wise...
ADD, so I have a hard time to really like
The AD
meditate.
yeah,
I don't know
the-
how to meditate yet.
ADD is not an issue. ADD is a
For me it is.
It's a no, it's a superpower. Because
You hear that? I have a superpower.
I got it too.
It's a superpower because you can focus on a lot of
Mine's
different
stronger.
things at the same time, and your brain actually processes things a lot faster. Than
Well,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
me.
it's a superpower,
And
for
with
real.
that being
I'd rather
said,
it be a superpower than a problem.
Yeah,
we're gonna go
understood.
into one of our segments that's called Did You Know? And we're gonna put your minds to work there to see if did you know?
Did you know?
And here you go. Did you know?
Did you know Glass Gem is a unique strain of corn with kernels that look like pieces of rainbow-colored glass? David Parker Ray was a serial killer. He had built a $100,000 torture chamber in his home just like Jigsaw from Saw movies. Rafa-safa-fa-fa-fa is the largest flower in the world and can grow as big as an umbrella. And did you know that koalas never drink water? Their name actually means no water. And there you have it. Did you know?
Alright, so we don't need to drink water then. No
Well,
water.
so for that flower, that was like the most difficult pronunciation. So
I don't know if that matched.
that person
It didn't
just made
match
it
up.
funny.
It didn't match up.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
But
that
I-
person, whoever you know, did that voiceover, just kind of like
They winged
made it funny. But
But
anyway,
I do like now that I can actually like go to the bar and just be like, oh, koala.
oh, that's what you. Well, I didn't know that. Did
Koala,
you know
no
that?
Water? No, that's gonna be a thing.
Like,
she just
oh,
made that
okay.
up. That
Yeah.
was creative.
Be like, oh, you know, you go to a restaurant or something and they're like, can I get you some water? Koala. Vodka.
Vodka.
But I thought that was pretty interesting, you know. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna think that you're speaking a different language.
Yeah.
You started a trend.
I listen.
Start a trend. Here
Started
first.
That'd be your
Guess I'll hear
thing.
first.
I started. It's gonna
trending?
be. I started a trend.
Koala. It sounds cute too.
Koala.
It could be like a bag. You should make
Yeah.
a purse line or something.
I'm going to.
Do it.
Out of bottle caps.
Ooh.
No, that's been done. It's
The vegans will be cool
been
with
done.
that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You could be vegan. I like meat.
Who invented plastic?
I don't know, but did you hear about the
like
whale
a-
that they found with like 100 pounds of plastic in its stomach?
Oh my
Very
God.
sad.
Well,
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
I didn't even mean to
really
bring that.
sad.
But it is sad. We have to do better as a society. You know, if we're you know, just like you have to take care of your spirit, and I'm
Right.
sure you can tell people
Right.
like what they need to know to take care of them internally and mentally and spiritually. But
Yes.
you know, what are we doing if we're not taking care of what's around us?
Okay.
And we're showing no care for the environment and for, you know, for our tools. I mean, we're basically like, we're spoiled. If you ask me,
No, we're taking
just,
advantage.
Yeah, we're taking
Oh my
advantage.
God, Kristen, you do care.
So
Of course I care.
So
I
can,
recycle.
I'll explain to you something about balance. That's a principle of balance. So what's happening on the outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So you know how the Masons as above, so below, that whole like thing?
Okay.
Those
I don't
are
know, but
those
okay.
are particular spiritual truths. So as above, so below. You are the microcosm of the macrocosm. So you are literally infinite. And there have been studies done, and we are actually made of stardust.
Wow, you know what? And you saying that, I want to show this other video that you have, because when we come back, I would love if you can recite right from here some of your spoken word. When we come back after after we show the next video that she has.
Okay.
A beautiful death. You think what you like is this light. What you like is this dark night, delicious fright, succulent delight, making love to the abyss, a death kiss for those with a death wish. Tongue kiss my soul, primordial waters flow, dripping down, you're bound to drown. SOS, there are no saviors here, trapped in that which you fear. bodies melt away, but this vibration is here to stay. Your DNA whispers to me, kill him, and I become a juicy death. This ecstasy, a melody, harmony, aligning your energy. A vortex beyond sex, black hole transcendence. No escaping, this is your penance. If you thought the Fugees were killing you softly, allow me to kill you slow. A dagger to your chest, your eyes wide with wonder as I break open your soul. An unconscious drift, sleep now. Consciousness, rock-a-bye, baby. Mercy doesn't live here. Pure chaos reigns immaculate, untamed.
Right?
Holy. What was that all about? That was deep.
So that poem is actually about ego death.
Because I thought it was about your lady parts, you know. Getting
mean-
Really?
aroused.
That's what you got? I
Getting a
thought it was
little
much
excited.
deeper than
Well,
that.
the thing is,
Well, I mean, like getting excited, like you know how you feel when you're kind of like getting to that.
well, you
talking
were
about
wearing-
death.
You were wearing black.
How is
all
that the
time,
woman?
So, that would be her thing.
Yeah, like,
Miss-
are you
the
like the
Gothic
Black Widow?
princess.
I'm not even gothic. I have a wardrobe full of color. I just somehow always
Find the black.
gravitate.
We don't, but black absorbs all the colors. So really, you're like a dark rainbow.
Yeah, I am. I actually posted that one day.
You're a dark rainbow.
That girls who wear black live colorful lives.
Yes, I agree.
That's so sweet. But so when is your next event or your next let them know where they can find you,
sure,
if they need any information, they want to talk to you,
yes.
just give them everything.
Your social
that,
media, definitely.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm Isabel Montero on YouTube. I am _Empress_Isabel on Instagram, and just Isabel Montero on Facebook. Super easy. Message me if you need some spiritual guidance, a consultation, tarot card reading, anything like that. I will be at an event March 27th. I'm going to be performing, and then I also will have products available as well. So I'll be doing a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. I hope I can definitely. I would love to go there.
Yeah.
We need
What
to
day was
support
it
our
again? Tell
girl.
me March.
Empowerment.
Ouch.
Truck
That was nothing.
coming through.
That's the energy.
No, I'll be there for sure.
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
love
definitely.
To.
Well-
And make sure, and maybe we could do a little live taping too, so everybody that can't make it can check it out. But make sure you go in person. You know, obviously you have more of a connection. You know, it's just, come on. I mean,
Well, we definitely need more of
just
these.
even
'cause
sitting next to you, I'm like, ooh, the vibes.
I love it.
vibes.
She's touching me like
I've
the
got a
vibes.
ton of
I feel
things
like
I
a
need to
cat.
talk to you about. later.
Yeah, so before we leave off, just quickly want to mention that the place that I was trying to, I don't know why is it that this poor place keeps slipping my tongue. The Mystical Crystal.
I feel like I've heard of
Yes.
it before.
It's in Huntington. That's where
Sounds
it is.
kind of
And-
like my name.
yeah, so that's where I, got the beads, and that was amazing, and so happens that you were here tonight. So it means something. So we're definitely connecting,
Yeah, it's an
and
alignment. Yeah,
well, and I
absolutely.
definitely know that because I connect with my audience because they are here every week watching Could Be You TV, and I am so glad and happy that you joined us tonight, and I hope you had some enlightening with the Empress. Isabel and with Miss Christy and moi. So for now, we're going to say good night.
Yes.
Gracias.
Farewell.
Te amo. Besos. Mua, 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 mua. Buenas noches. Thank you guys for joining. See you next week. Bye-bye.